You guys, welcome to Yestergays. I'm your host, Justin Sylvester.
I'm Blakely Thornton.
All right, you guys, before we start, we want you, after this episode, please rate, review, like this episode. Tell us what you think in the comments. I go on Apple and I read you guys' reviews. They are always so great at times. At least for me. And we appreciate when you guys write in reviews and we want to know more of what we can talk about. So after this episode ends, I'm going to tell you again at the end, but please go ahead and rate, write, review that motherfucker.
We love you. We mean it. And do all that at your own risk.
Yes. Wait, don't put anything on the YouTube, bitch, because that motherfucker comes for you.
I am so ready for YouTube to kill me today.
By the way, that makes two of us because what these bitches did to me at Pride this weekend.
I'm so glad I did not experience any of it.
Listen, I know that people are upset that Pride is only a month, but baby, when I tell you I couldn't handle more than 30 days of this fuckery, I could not handle 30 more days of this fuckery. I am done.
Is June a 30 days? Yeah, it's a 30-day month. Wow.
Thank the Lord.
I do that like that middle school. 30 days has September, April, June 30th. Yep, we're done.
I cannot fucking believe. First of all, I'm in my late 30s, okay? I'm not going to tell you how late those 30s are, but they're late.
39.
Mama cannot party like she used to.
I had people tell me when I got in or when I was flying back, people were like, I just got to Holloway House. Justin's here. I'm like, I don't even
and she was on one.
The spies? Can we talk about the mutual spies that we have now? Pride Month 1. We don't need y'all to be spying on each other for us.
We good. We spy. By the way, we spy on each other for each other.
You don't need to tell us where the other one is. That's not okay. That's against gay law, okay? We don't share location. We come in with surprises every Monday or Tuesday. And y'all are here being like, Justin's at Holloway House.
And by the way, that's why I don't do shit in public. That's why I don't make out with a man in public. That's why I don't accept random things from random people in public, because there are so many goddamn spies. Can a gay man just live in the month of June?
Well, I have not given up either one of those things yet. So, I'm sure you've gotten some calls about me at Coachella.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. And I love them.
That was bad.
I really do. By the way, I love it. I love that people have put us together, okay?
I rewatched Bros in Atlanta this weekend, the Billy Eichner comedy.
Yeah.
It's really true. I think the reason it didn't do well is because it pointed too accurate a lens to what we do. When he was like, oh, we're a gay man, we just cater to our whims on every single moment, which can change on a dime, but we don't, without ever thinking about the other person's like emotional needs or how
1,000%.
I was like, oh, that is what we do.
I think that movie didn't hit as hard as it did because Billy is too smart for his own good sometimes.
Yeah. Billy feels like a white me.
Billy is a white you. And you know what Billy does not give? A fuck. Just like you.
Literally, there was where I was like, I'm like, I feel like there was one where he's talking shit on his friends at dinner and someone goes, I love your podcast. He goes, thanks. And then,
that's you.
Like, that's literally me.
That's you.
Like,
Billy is the white you. I'm gonna start calling you Billy.
No, don't. Well, if it gets us a show, then yes, do it. If it gets us a movie,
hey Billy,
let's do it. Call me Billy.
I will say that Pride Month is supposed to be about the gays, and you guys, we will make it about the gays. But there are a few women, actually one woman that I need to call out to say thank you for doing the Lord's work. I am deathly afraid of this woman, but I still want to be in a room with her. Lindsay Hubbard.
Oh, girl. We had to talk from her house. It's because I hate that the reunion comes out on Tuesdays.
Right.
We need to do another one on Wednesdays to just recap the whole thing. I feel like.
1,000%.
In studio. Because I was just like, I'm too in it. I keep rewatching part 2. Lindsay, they ate this man's ass up. And also, shout out to Casey Rose Wilson for saying we need to start drug testing the Bravo celebrities before reunions.
Yes.
Amanda, you can't be doing Zandy bars. You can't be doing Zandy bars for the reunion.
Honey, I would have had a patch on. I would have had a time release patch on if I were her. Kudos to them for showing up, because a lot of times Bravo celebrities, when they're in the hot seat this hot, they sometimes don't show up and they're like, fuck it, I'm just not gonna be on the show because this is gonna be bad. But the fact that she and Wes showed up, I'm gonna honestly give them props for that, and only that.
Another planet. It was very strange. It was like Wes is like a hit dog on a holler. Wes was just like, I'm gonna lay down and let everybody beat me to death.
Well, he knew better. He knew if he opened his mouth, he was damned if he did and damned if he didn't. That's why when she left, he was like, fuck, what do I do? Do I get up?
Also,
do I stay
they don't
here?
like each other. They don't like, he clearly doesn't like her. Or like when Dara was like, you're not gonna stand up for this girl. Like, you think this is gonna be when Dara ate him up and Sierra was like, get him, girl. Sierra was like, oh.
When Quiet Dara came in with the read of the century,
twice, she repeated it.
By the way, she repeated it for him. And honestly, when I look at Andrew Cohen and he's like, and looking at other people, like when there's like a moment where no one is jumping in and a bitch is like laying it flat to the boots, like she just came in and then someone said, well, I wish Amanda was here to hear that. And she was like, no, I'll repeat it.
I'll say it again. Excuse me, can I please talk to you for a minute? Like it was wild.
It was wild.
But it was like, you never want to put Sierra and Lindsay on the same side of like a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Because I went back like a crazy person. Because again, all I had was my crazy Black family and some other stuff this weekend. I went back and watched reunions from 5 through 10. And so Lindsay's always been at odds with the younger women. Like she didn't like Hannah and Paige when they came in.
Hated them.
Paige and her didn't like each other for a while.
She hates a new bitch with a tampon.
Ciara and her were fighting for a couple seasons with her and Danielle. But you lined up the righteous anger of Lindsay and Ciara at the same time. You have made a Power Rangers Megazord a female rage.
Listen, when Lindsay showed up in a revenge dress, when it wasn't even her revenge to have, I knew Mama clocked in. Okay? Mama said, I am here. I am not queer, but I will give you the reads and the shade.
And when her and Sierra were like WWF tag teaming this bitch, but you know who came? You know who came as the third amigo? Mia. Because the way Mia had 2 of the worst casual reads ever. Okay, one, this makes no sense. You went from being a wife to being one of Wes's side bitches.
Side chicks.
It was like when and then 2. When Amanda formed one of the 3 sentences she formed was, I was embarrassed to have to talk to Sierra. And she goes, yeah, it's embarrassing. That's what they're off the stage.
Mia was the resident gay man there. There was not one present, so she had to clock in for the girls.
Mia popped in and popped off. Or I almost followed her. I didn't almost follow her. I didn't almost follow her. I don't care.
By the way, just so you guys know, if your friend shows up with red hair that she has never worn before in her life, just know that is a Black woman activated. That Black woman said, I am not going to be the normal, casual, cow-towing woman that I normally am in these long wigs with middle parts. She said, I'm coming in like fucking Charlie Baltimore, ready to fuck shit up. And she did.
Because the thing is, it's going to be July 4th soon. We know they film from July 4th onward. Do we think they all go back? This is the problem with Bravo shows, like much like Vanderpump, when it's like, this is such a severe betrayal that in the real world, you don't actually talk to each other anymore.
Separate houses.
So it's like, this is even worse than Vanderpump, where it's like, they cohabitate in this show.
Yes.
The point of the show is actually that they cohabitate. There is just no fucking world in which these people cohabitate. And honestly, Sierra's making enough money based on what I'm seeing on commercials from Peacock that she don't need to go back. Sierra is now, I think, the host of After Sun on Love Island.
I think Sierra's Gucci.
I don't think she needs to come back. I don't think Sierra needs to go back at all.
The thing with Sierra is there is a model to follow, okay? Ariana Madix went in through this, thought she had to go back, went back, realized that she wasn't down for the fuckery, kind of blew up the series because she was like, fuck it, I'm not filming with either of them. I am sorry. This is my hard boundary. I'm not having a conversation with him, knowing that in the back of her head that she was going to be fine day one. So I'm looking at Sierra right now, and she has a lot of power in her hand. And maybe she might try to play the game for one season. Maybe she'll go down there a few weekends a summer, but not every weekend. But I think at some point she is going to realize, like, if this is not working for me, if I don't have my own home with my other friend Mia and this other girl that I now know, and I'm going to bring them in, and Bailey can stay with us too, I think she's going to be like, this is not worth it for me.
If Sierra comes back, they have to pay her 7 figures plus. This is $1 million season. This is like 1.5, maybe 2 million to get her in this.
This is $1 million season.
She makes the fucking show. Also, let's talk about the Maura Downey touched by an angel situation that Kyle got out of this. Because Kyle was going to be the scapegoat. Kyle was going to be the enemy.
Slaughtered.
Kyle was going to be persona non grata, public enemy number one. And luckily, Wes is a shithead. Luckily, Wes is a horrible human being.
But even now, I'm still like, damn, Kyle, you can't get it together, but no one cares. Like, no one gives a fuck that he can't even get it together on the reunion. I'm like, girl, get it together. You have one mission, to look like a sad puppy, girl, and be angry every now and then. But you could just sit back.
He is crying. But I think, one, Sierra's doing enough. And also, it's so clear that he still weirdly loves Amanda. It's like, kind of. But I mean, I guess it's not like you were married for 10. I mean, you were together for 10 years. Because I've been going back and watching. Because I'm like, wait, let me just see. I want to see Amanda's behavior, knowing the Kaiser Sose of it all.
And that they hadn't fucked in 7 years. I want to go back and see, like, where the sex fell off and where the attitudes came in.
Because now I went back and looked at a lot of episodes. I'm like, oh, he does just crawl into bed, but you always assume, like,
that's what they do.
They were fucking mid-morning or 3 a.m. I'm like, oh, no, they were just like
roommates
eating chips off their pubes for 4 years.
Yeah. And by the way, watching the reunion, I'm going to give her this. I understand your frustration with a man who goes out till 6 a.m. in the morning at the age of 43. I understand a man who goes to parties and is inappropriate with women in front of other people and you're getting the DMs. I can completely get that, honey. I know why Lorena Bobbitt did it, okay? And John Bobbitt didn't even have Instagram, but she still chopped that motherfucker shit off. So I get it. I understand you. What I don't understand is, why would it lead you into the arms of his best friend and your best friend's man? That's the part that everybody's upset about, because had you just gotten with somebody else, had you fucked around with Jesse Solomon or some random man on the streets of New York, none of this shit would have been happening.
Jesse Solomon, we might be in a similar situation.
I don't think people care as much, because Jesse Solomon was not connected to anybody else and not connected to Sierra, the beloved character on the show.
But when you go back and look at it again, it's because, one, Amanda just like, oh, she really does exist to be a victim, because Amanda was in it from the first season. But she was like, he opens up being like, oh yeah, like I was dating Amanda, my ex-girlfriend, but then when I realized, oh, you don't want to be cuffed during the summer, so I had to break it off with her. He's like, the second I realized I was going to the summer house, I broke up with her. And then she's just in there as a booty call. And then also the way Amanda has looked over the past 10 years, it's like different people almost. In a way, like, granted, she had some very 2016 eyebrows. I get it. Everybody changes. Lindsay, but Lindsay's been in there for 10 years looking like Lindsay. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hairstyles, whatever. Carl also, the face has changed. There's been a lot going on there, too.
Fuck what you know, bitch. Carl's a hot piece.
Carl's, but Amanda literally, like, the body composition has changed, where she has gotten markedly thinner over the past 10 years.
And by the way, probably a nice man, but I'm telling you this right now, that man did not want to get married season 1. He did not want to get married season 2. So when you went down that aisle, you should have known that he does not want to get married. Don't force that man to marry.
Well, that's also my problem with this is, when you look at Kyle has been very consistent. When you look at them, and again, because I had nothing but space and opportunity this weekend. Their relationship has been the same. She just got tired of it, and I'm like, "Girl, you sat around chasing him. He was cheating before. He cheats in season 3. He gets brought up. Like all that shit happens. He's drunk. He's drunk. He's drunk. He starts alcohol company, which he said, well, maybe he'll get sick of getting drunk. It's like you are the girl Sierra said you are, and we have a decade of footage to prove as much.
Honey.
And now and again, you went from the Kyle show. I also want to know what these conversations were. We had conversations that
Yeah.
he's gonna be, girl, what the fuck? We have mountains of evidence that show this man does not matter. And the only thing I could think that he could say that would make him not wanna, what she would not want to say it on TV was like, I've always seen myself with a girl like you.
I've never loved Sierra. Like, those are the conversations that she can't say on TV, but I'm telling you this right now, mark my fucking words, when this ends and it blows up and it's 3 seasons down the line and she's ready to have a one-on-one with Sierra about what really happened, she's gonna lay his ass out the same way she laid Kyle's ass out.
I don't think she's not gonna get to have a one-on-one with Sierra, because Sierra said, before I put this shit in the dirt and bury it, like, bitch, you're done. You're done.
Damn.
I know through my communication with Sierra, you're done.
It's done. It's done.
And what's sad is Sierra literally, you go back and look at it, has been a great friend to you. She's on the last episode of In the City calling Sierra her best friend. October 2025, calling Sierra her best friend.
Oh my God, did you see the record scratch?
Yeah.
They
have to. What are they gonna do? The producer said, this looks stupid.
By the way, this looks crazy.
We gotta go back and rework this, baby. This is not a thing.
We are going to watch episode Reunion 3. We're going to come back here the week after, and we are going to talk about it in totality. So come back next week, because we are definitely going to get into it. Did you watch Reunion Part 1, Southern Hospitality?
Yes. Yes.
And we know we're yestergays. We're going to motherfucking get to the yester part, okay?
Yeah,
but today we gotta catch up.
Things have been happening, all right?
Let me first start off by saying congratulations to Southern Hospitality. They got a real reunion. They got a set. They got a sit down. They got a whole situation. The first thing that popped to my mind, and I'm only saying this because I completely understand this man's issues and where he's coming from, but the fact that Michaels couldn't get through 5 minutes of the reunion without popping off, when everybody's complaint about him is that he pops off and he can't control his emotions. Like, the fact that your opening statement was a pop off is kind of wild to me. But then I have to remember that this man is 23 years old.
23? Yeah, he's a child.
I was the same way at 23. I too popped off. And a lot of times, by the way, you're the same way at 41.
Exactly. I just breathe and talk slow now. I'm just like, now you're with a low tone of voice.
I was popping off, okay? And a lot of times when you are a gay person and you are always on the defense and always trying to survive and always feeling or have felt like no one told you the words or gave you the language to express yourself and your emotions, I understand that journey. So I'm going to give him a pass. But I was just mad at him. I was mad for him that he got out of pocket. He did the one thing that everybody always says he does.
My problem with the show is it just has a bunch of Black people that are, besides Brad really, that are too young to know how to articulate themselves and really understand what is going on. My problem is with Michaels and Lake, they are children and they are Black people in a white environment. And they continue to not understand how to band together and shut certain things off. Like the fact that, like, on this show that Mia and Michaels and Lake are fighting around these crazy white kids.
Yeah.
Baby, no. What? No, we don't fight amongst whites. That is a separate thing. Like, Lake, did you learn nothing from your mom? Or that Lake is still on a reunion stage defending Emmy is crazy.
It's the youngins. It's the youngins. They haven't figured out, they haven't got that frontal lobe situation yet. You know what I mean? Like they haven't figured out that whole moment.
Like I feel like they all learn. Like Lake's mama said, these little white kids ain't your friends, and they are. They're your coworkers. They're your cast. But when it comes to like microaggressions, when it comes to this woman, every time she's attacked doing the white girl tears, the fact that we had a white girl tears cliffhanger, just this bitch ain't learned nothing. This bitch ain't learned shit.
She ain't learned nothing.
Yeah, she got it. I need once again. I need her off my fucking screen.
Speaking of learning something, I learned something this week, you guys. Are you curious about GLP-1s, but you're terrified about the cost? A lot of people assume it's a fortune, but you know what happens when you assume? The truth is, there may be more affordable options than you realize. That's why our friends at Ro can help you find the best path to FDA-approved GLP-1 treatment, including insurance coverage and cash pay options. I gotta tell you, I got on GLP-1s a few months back and it was life-changing for me. And I was afraid to get on it because there was so much misinformation online. So it's so funny because I checked out Ro before I even got on my journey because someone had told me about it.
Serena Williams
told me about it, you guys. Ro's free insurance checker makes it easy to see if you're covered. All you have to do is submit your insurance card and Ro handles the rest. They'll send you a complete report of your coverage details so you can make a decision that is right for your goals. I mean, come on, just put your insurance information in. Ro also offers lower cost cash pay FDA approved GLP-1s, including newer dosage forms like daily pills and multi-dose pens. To save even more, Ro also offers long-term prepay and save plans for both Ro membership and certain GLP-1 medications. When you become a Ro member, you'll have access to your provider on demand for any and all questions. So join over 1.5 million people who have trusted Ro on their weight loss journey. Go to ro.co/yestergaze to see if you qualify. That's ro.co/yestergaze to get started on Ro. Also, go to ro.co/safety for boxed warning and full safety information about GLP-1 medications. Honestly, life-changing.
As it was for half the cast of Bravo. So I don't mean,
By the way,
back to these Southern hospitality girlies.
Okay, so what did you think about Mia fucking West?
West has been out here. West lives a different life. Like Sierra said, we know nothing about what this man wants. And like Dara said, his primary concern is being well liked. And the thing is, I feel like the scariest part about West is actually like a Jax. If Jax were smart. He's out here doing all this dirt, doing all this manipulation.
Yes.
It takes years to figure out what he was actually doing.
Yes.
But then unlike Jax, he doesn't like get angry and get back at you. He just kind of lays down like a dog. And that's why, again, circling back to Lindsay Hubbard being like, you're so fucking good. Because I can see myself getting caught up into you and then I can stop myself. But it's like, you have to be around this motherfucker for 4 years and see him betray you 3 to 4 times before you're like, oh, wait, you're a liar. You're a sociopath. We can't believe anything you say. Even at the end, pissed me off. When made me realize, oh, Wes really does dislike Sierra. When people said that like he was with her to spite her or to get back at her, people didn't believe it. But when he was like, oh yeah, like she's getting under your skin, that's her goal. Like, how could you form your thin-lipped mouth to say that?
Also, why would you say that in front of a fucking camera? Why would that whole scene with them sitting and eating and he giving the strategy? Because honestly, when he was out there and he was a defeated dog, I thought mentally, I was like, oh, maybe he's defeated. Maybe he's embarrassed. Maybe he's coming in there with his tail between his legs because he knows he's going to get this whipping and he's going to chill. But when he got back to the backstage and he's talking strategy with her, I'm like, oh no, you weren't defeated. No, you were literally doing it because this is what you thought was going to get you out of this.
You're a sociopath. And for you to talk to her, it's also very clear, again, that you guys are both weirdly jealous of her in a way.
It's
Like, even
wild.
when Wes went back to the first season and he was like, oh, all these people are calling me like Sierra's little bitch boy yeah, she's a dynamic, vivacious, beautiful,
Person.
intelligent person. And people who are not jealous bitches recognize that. Look at Hannah Burner. We'll go back and tell the tale of Hannah Burner because I watched that crazy season over again.
Whew.
When Luke brought Sierra in to fuck Hannah up, and Hannah said, "You know what? You know what I'm not gonna do is hate this girl.
Right?
I'm gonna go in there and be like, hey, what's up? You're amazing. You're cool." And those girls
Yeah.
cool to this day. Okay, we're in a group chat. All right, kids. But you know what happened when Amanda saw Sierra? She was like, "That's weird. Aren't you mad?" She's like, "Why am I gonna get mad at this girl or this woman who has been brought in? I'm gonna come in, see what's going on, talk to her,
Yeah.
see what's happening, and connect." And I feel like Amanda and Wes, it's a weird thing where I'm like, oh, y'all think you should be the main characters and view her as an adversary. And the fact that they're not even viewing it as like, we've hurt her. They're like, oh yeah, it's her goal to get under your skin. No, it's not. She's mad.
She's pissed.
She has very real grievances with the two of you, but you both look at it as like, oh, she's out here to get under your skin and get you mad and get a reaction out of you. Like, y'all haven't done shit wrong. It was very strange.
It's really wild, you guys. Bitch, and we can stay on this forever. But again, come back next week because we're going to watch episode reunion part 2 of Southern Hospitality, and we're going to fuck around and we're going to talk about that again.
Yeah.
I need to give a shout out to Dua Lipa and Callum Turner for
Literally,
having the chicest fucking wedding. For having the chicest fucking wedding.
She is the chicest white woman in existence. I will be doing a post about it right after this show. I was writing it down. I have notes.
She's the chicest white lady of this quarter.
She doesn't pretend to be a natural dancer. She makes work look like a constant vacation. She encourages the world to read books. And she proves that she's in love without ever saying it. I've never heard her say that man's name.
And I hope she never does.
They just look in love.
They just look like they fuck twice a day.
They're having fun in Paris. They're having fun in France.
Yes.
He might be James Bond. And she's never been like that. She's never mentioned that, man. She's just like, yeah, here's the dude in my life. That's how you become a white couple we root for.
We don't need a joint statement.
Nothing. We don't want to hear. Don't tell us. Show us. Show
exactly.
us. Don't tell us. We don't want to hear about your love. We don't care. All right?
We don't care about your straight fucking love. Just give it to us.
It's Pride Month. Shut up. And she got married in June and said, let me be quiet. Let me be silent. Let me be still. And let me
put on this suit. Let me put on this Bianca Draga suit and just walk through this motherfucking courthouse with my fine ass man, with my daddy right in the back, who y'all are all checking out.
No people.com post. No 3-part Vogue episode. Just like, let me be chic. Run through this rice and get this man.
Rock star.
Chicest white woman going. Because right now, my favorite white woman, Gwen, is having a tough go. I don't know what's happening on the internet. I got back on the internet. Baby, what's happening?
She needs a blowout. She just needs a blowout. I think sometimes when you don't have a blowout, it's like when you don't have a haircut, you feel more feral. I think she just needs some gay hands in that hair and on that face. And once she has one beat, because she's trying to do this like Santa Barbara, like, oh, I don't need makeup. I'm going to wear these glasses and we'll be fine. No, babe, get your gays back in there.
I don't know what's happening. I had like 60 DMs about like, get your girl Gwen. I'm like, what? What?
All right, you guys, since it's Pride Month, we thought that we would go back in time and talk about the gays that have lived so that we can live out loud.
Exactly.
So we're going to talk about some guys and some ladies who really kind of opened the door for us to kind of see ourselves or to give us some gay fodder to talk about at school the next day. My first one, and probably my most important one and the most serious one that I'm going to talk about is I'm going to give a shout out and a happy Pride Month to Andrew Cohen. And I'm going to say this because without this man, you probably wouldn't have met this man. Kyle Richards joined Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I was her lady sitter for 5 seasons. It really put me in a position to learn and show what I could do, both in front and behind the camera. And I know that opportunity was because Andrew Cohen had the insight to film 7 women living luxurious lives and being hot ass messes on Bravo every week. And I am very thankful for him. He also created a style of talk that really brought a gay face into everyone's homes every night for almost 2 decades. Everybody has a gay. Andy Cohen is every mom's gay in the Midwest. And we forget time and time again how important it is to have gay representation on mainstream TV. You forget how many people have not met a gay person in their lives.
You all have met one. You
all have met one. You've just never met an openly gay one. But I truly believe that Andy Cohen is that person that has one of the people, along with RuPaul, who has fucking kicked the door down and the wall. But I'm thankful for Andy Cohen, and happy Pride Month, Andy Cohen, and thank you for everything.
Andy Cohen, a little gay chaos demon. He's interesting. We matched on Tinder once. He never followed up with the date, Andy.
Damn.
And I know, we could have been the gay power couple, but I don't know. Is he still single? Who knows?
No, he's dating a guy, Kevin, Sobieski.
Oh, no.
We are going to offline about that. Who is your gay that you want to wish happy Pride to?
Honestly, my gay that I want to wish happy Pride to, who has become a personal friend and doubles partner, is Robbie Rogers, the first MLS athlete, pro soccer athlete, who was active at the time to come out of the closet. I remember when he did it, but never thought in the world of worlds through Instagram we would become friends. And then because we're both psycho athletes, we are now doubles partners.
In Brentwood.
We play tennis once or twice a week together.
In Brentwood. Rich.
And that's why I learned his husband, who I call Robbie's husband.
He stole my husband.
Is
Greg Berlanti. He stole my husband.
Robbie's husband, because that's I know him.
I was supposed to marry Greg Berlanti.
You were?
I was supposed to marry Greg. We were close. It was happening.
Oh, really?
It was happening.
I didn't know all that.
He met Robbie probably 2 weeks before he met me, and I am still mad about it today.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry to you. But again, you have to see yourself to be yourself. He was one of the first athletic figures that I saw come out. And as someone who played football, played tennis, I love Drag Race, but I also do love sports ball, as the gays say.
Yeah, we love it.
It's been a very cool friendship to build. And also he's a true, trailblazer. So I'm going to give it out. I'm going to shout out to Robbie Rogers.
All right. My next one is a little shady.
Okay.
But I love it. Do you remember Steven from the Real World Seattle?
Girl. Yes, when he threw Irene's bear in the thing and slapped her.
And she said, Steven, you and I could never be together.
Because you're gay.
Because you're a homosexual.
Yeah, I do.
And Steven slapped the shit out of her and then threw her bear in the ocean. I would never, and I do not condone violence against women. However, Steven is now out and proud.
He's been out and proud for years, for decades at this point.
He's been out and proud. But also another seminal moment on TV that I was like, might be Steven. I might be an angry homosexual man who might slap a bitch if she called me out in public in front of 3 million people.
I mean, damn, I do remember that moment. That really was like, oh, okay. There wasn't a moment that encouraged me to come out, though, because his reaction was violence. So,
his reaction was violent.
I don't know. He hit a white woman on MTV. I'm not sure if that.
I'm not saying it was right. I'm not saying it was okay. What I'm saying is it was a moment in gay history that I will never forget. And I am happy now that Steven can live his true life and not slap white ladies whenever he fucking feels like it or whenever he feels like, you know what I mean?
Okay, I'll give you that. And that was the slap heard around the world for years.
And by the way, let me tell you guys something. That was before TiVo. That was before like DVR. That was before on demand. So in order to rewatch that slap, you had to wait for the rerun.
Which you did because Real World reruns were pretty consistent back in the day, back in the 90s and early 2000s. Because MTV2 would just play entire seasons
all day. all day, and you were fucking clocked in. You were fucking clocked in.
100%. My next one is a kind of typical choice, but as a African American intellectual, it's obviously James Baldwin.
Yes.
Author, activist, intellectual. I think so much of queer media and history is presented through a cis Caucasian lens, and James Baldwin, from insemination, from the beginning, was interpreting and elaborating on our stance on the Black queer experience, on
Oh,
what specifically
nice.
that feels like, on how it is, what it is to be a part of two minority communities that don't necessarily, especially at his time, speak or fuck with each other. And I feel like going back and reading his books, going back and looking at his interviews, he's just always so eloquent, and also he's quick with a motherfucking read. Honestly,
Quicker to read.
I feel like James Baldwin walks a RuPaul could run in terms of
Yeah.
having always being aware, prepared, ready, and just honestly, he's a good example of knowing twice as much and being twice as good to go half as far. Because this
Yeah.
motherfucker was smarter than Capote, was smarter than these other motherfuckers. Harvey Milk. I'm sorry, he had a bigger and larger viewpoint, and I appreciate him thoroughly. And I do reread his works at least once
Yeah.
every couple years. So James Baldwin, I'm here and queer to celebrate you.
I love that. And you know what? My next one, I'm going to stay on books too, because I have read 2 of the most amazing biographies
Okay.
you have ever laid your eyes on. The first being, shout out to Laverne Cox. I got a copy of that book, Advanced. And let me fucking tell you something. If you thought you knew, you don't know. You don't motherfucking know the trial by fire that this woman had to go through in her life to become the person that she is today. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. After reading that book, I don't know how Laverne Cox has a strand of hair on her head. I don't know how Laverne Cox has both eyes, because I would have poked one out if I were her. If I had saw the world that she had saw at the time that she saw it. It is one of the most incredible books that you could read to understand somebody. And it's given me a very deep understanding of her, more than I could ever imagine. And also the pressure of being a first is no joke, but being a first in this community, representing an entire contingency of people as a first, you need to read it to understand it. That's the first one.
Okay.
That book was so good, it led me down a rabbit hole to a one Mr. Billy Porter.
Love that.
Now, I'm not going to tell you to read the book. What I'm going to tell you is to go on Audible or Spotify. Actually, most of you motherfuckers have Spotify. Go on Spotify and listen to him speak about his life for 17 hours. It should be required reading in high school for every single person to listen to this man's journey. And the way Billy Porter does not give a fuck about anything or anyone, he lays it out so amazing. I had to turn the book off a few times because it got too close to home for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to get too close to home for you. There were times where I would turn it off at night because I just couldn't go to bed listening to the detail and the truth that came out of his mouth about love and rejection and the church and always wanting your mother's approval when you didn't get it. Like, it is, I'm getting goosebumps. It's divinely one of the best listens I've ever listened to. And I'm on my 3rd round of it.
Oh, wow. Listening to it for the 3rd time.
I'm listening to it for the 3rd time.
Damn.
It's incredible.
Okay, well, I'll obviously have to listen now.
It's one of the greatest. Laverne Cox has one of, it's 2 different tales, but the way they coexist with one another, being, a Black gay LGBTQ plus origin, is so wild.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any other?
I don't. I mean, I only had 3.
Well, good. We'll have one more. Danny from Real World New Orleans. Thank you for dating that fucking man on TV. Okay. Thank you. Also, the cast of fucking Queer as Folk.
Oh, literally all of them. The original.
All the originals. I know
Yeah.
y'all had the same casting director as Friends. There were no black people in that motherfucker, but I don't think there are black people in Pittsburgh anyway. But that shit, that whole series, thank you.
Life-changing. Seeing TV, integrating into straight people's homes. That was very important.
Very important. And last but not least, I'm going to end it on this. Sue Johansson, who did Talk Sex with Sue on Canadian public TV. Thank you, bitch.
You've brought this up several times.
Thank you, bitch.
Brought this up outside of Pride. I love it.
I will bring it up every time I do because that woman and Dr. Ruth saved my absolute fucking life. No one talked to me about sex because they were afraid to talk about the B and the B. But thank you for teaching me how to put a condom on. Thank you for teaching me what contraceptives was. Thank you for teaching me all about douching and da-da-das. You were the greatest grandmother I could have had. Thank you, Sue Johansson, you 85-year-old white lady, Rose Nyland ass, talking about sex on TV.
I love that.
And that was yesterday's, motherfuckers.
That was yesterday's. You know, it was good. It was a little bit of here, now, then.
It's a little bit of here now, yeah. And thank you again to Ro.co for sponsoring this motherfucking episode. Thank you for Summer House for giving us all the tea.
and Southern Hospitality.
Yes, and Southern Hospitality. And you guys, don't forget, rate, review, like this podcast. I actually go on Apple Podcasts and I read the reviews.
I don't.
You guys
get bad ones because I don't
No, they're really good.
I know, but I mean, you know me. I'll find the one bad one. We are pretty highly reviewed though. It's been pretty cute. So please do, guys, say what you guys say. And I don't want any comments about my fucking appearance today because I am jet lagged, tired, family death. Okay, so just. I get it. I look raggedy today. Thank you.
Baby, I've been running around the white gays for 3 nights. Okay, I know I look like I just got fucking off a Spirit airline flight from the Bermuda Triangle. So y'all good to go talk about my ass, okay? I'm a single mom who works 2 jobs. All right, you guys, this has been Yestergays. I'm Justin Sylvester.
I am Blakely Thornton, and this has been our Pride show.
Yes, thank you so much. And we'll see you guys next week.
Woo.